Now, after you get that ISO file, then once everything is done, then you can start the program, and it'll start creating the USB Google Home flash drive for Windows 10. When you do this, it will format everything on that USB flash drive, so make sure you don't have anything important on there, because everything will be deleted. And this might take about 15 minutes, so we'll come back. Once Rufus finishes, it will say done, and then you can exit the program and also safely eject your USB flash drive. Once you eject your USB flash drive, then we can just go ahead and restart our computer and install Windows 10 Preview. Immediately when you reboot your computer, make sure you press F12 or F2 to get to the boot menu. On different computers, that key to get to the boot menu is different. You can also maneuver to the boot menu via setup. You'll find USB storage device to be able to boot into, and then you just press enter, press any key to boot from USB. Of course, during this time, you want your USB storage device to be connected and inserted into your computer, and you can just wait until Windows 10 setup comes up. So this will take just a couple seconds. It has the same logo as Windows 8 setup. And we will just wait until it loads up and brings up the start setup.
Hey, what's up guys? Jerry here, aka Barnacles, and welcome to the very first episode
so once the setup comes
of Hashtag
you'll
Tech
see
Tip.
that it
now,
looks
in this video series, I'm going to take one of my hashtag tech tips that I post to Twitter on my feed and basically drill down on it and elaborate it in this video to show you guys exactly what I did to carry out that tip, because we all know 140 characters on Twitter doesn't always give enough information.
20 minutes or so,
now, I would say that's true for this topic in spades, because we're talking about the famed Microsoft Windows 10 privacy leaks. Now, when I say leaks, that's kind of a strong word that I'm using myself, because a lot of people feel that it's necessary to give their data to Microsoft to make technology better. And I don't disagree on some fronts, but me personally, I like my privacy, and I don't like the way that Microsoft has hidden a lot of these options and defaulted a lot of these options to take them out of your control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys all the information you need to disable all of the privacy leaks in Windows 10, and you guys can decide which ones you want to use and which ones you don't. And if you guys like the video, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button. If you dislike the video, hit that dislike button, and definitely let me know down in the comments what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. Alright, so here we're sitting at the Get Going Fast screen. This is right after you put in the Windows 10 CD, you say you want to install, you select the drive, you put in your product key. This is the very next screen that you run into. And this one says Get Going Fast. And it basically has a huge button down here that saes Use Express Settings. And then in the tiniest font possible down here in the corner, you can probably just barely see my mouse over it, you have Learn More and Customize Settings. So, I blew by this so many times without even realizing it's here. You definitely don't want to click Use Express Settings, because Express Settings says, Microsoft, please open my window, stick your head in, and look directly at me while I take a shower. So we're going to go click on Customize Settings.
Wi-Fi.
Now you'll notice when Customized Settings comes up, everything is on by default. Now a lot of you guys might not think that's a big deal, but let me read some of these things to you, okay? So personalization. Personalize your speech, typing, and inking input by sending contacts, or sending your contact information, and calendar details, along with other associated input data, meaning a keyboard logger, so anything you type on the keyboard, to Microsoft. Do you think that that's okay? Now granted, if you want to use Cortana as a search and be like, hey Cortana, will you find me my schedule next week at 10 a.m., blah, 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 then you have to have that enabled, because Cortana is tied to the cloud. And that's by design, because let's be honest, Microsoft is a business. They're moving away from operating system development more into cloud services and advertisement, because that's where the money is, which means you now are the product, and they need your personal information so that they can basically sell that to marketing companies or use it to put targeted advertisements on your screen that you're more than likely to engage on. I'm not saying any of this is a bad thing, guys. I'm really not, because a lot of people will attack me and say, oh, this is just part of business, everybody knows this. Not everybody knows this. If you know it and you're okay with it, by all means, leave them on. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and disable that one. And look, send typing and inking data to Microsoft to improve the recognition and suggestion platform. No. Let apps use your advertiser ID for experiences across apps. No. I'm not going to let them use an advertising ID, because what they do is they allow you to associate that ID with your computer. Now what this means is Microsoft does not know exactly what your computer is. But what they will know is all of the keystrokes and data coming in, which some of that might be you typing in your name or your address, which they can then use to identify you, and then the app ID will allow them to relate that to every other piece of data your computer has ever sent to them.
this spot
not a good
Cortana.
thing.
You can set up
okay,
Cortana,
the location services. Now, if you use some applications, if you're on a laptop or something, you want location-aware services, you do have to enable this. But just remember, if you enable this, you're allowing Microsoft to basically track your movements, and they're storing that in a database, and then they can go ahead and use that data for whatever purpose.